So I want to tell you guys a story about the time that I bought and sold a van within a month. It started when I was out in western New York, doing some photo work for some rental properties and some hip campsites. I was out there for about a week and enjoying every minute of it. Seeing places that I had never seen before and doing a bunch of camping, which is always nice. And then when I was at one of my jobs, as I was hiking up to the site, I realized that there was some water dripping from my backpack. Confusion hit me first, until the realization set in. I quickly opened my backpack and stuck my hand in to grab my camera, and to my immediate disappointment was greeted by water up to my wrist. I took my camera that was dripping wet out of my backpack, dumped the water out, and just stared in utter disbelief. I was heartbroken. Not only was my camera most likely totally fried, but now I couldn't even do the 2 jobs that I still had remaining on this trip. So after driving 5 hours to the spot that I was at, I ended up driving another 4 hours back to New Hampshire so that I could throw my camera in some rice and order a new one to get shipped to me before the jobs that I had that following week. Well, that night I decided to scroll through Facebook Marketplace looking for some vans, and lo and behold, one was posted literally 5 minutes ago, and it just screamed at me. I messaged the guy, we talked a decent amount that night, and arranged to meet up the following day down in Massachusetts. So, I think I'm going to buy a van right now. Yeah, I saw the listing last night. I'd really been looking the past couple days, and this one kind of just jumped right out at me, and yeah, I don't know, it feels right. The next day, I picked my friend Tommy up and headed down to meet the guy. I spent a bit of time talking to him, and he told me all about the work he had done to it and the ins and outs of the van. I took it for a test drive with him, and, well, needless to say, I fell in love with it. I bought it right then and there and drove her home. So I did it. I bought a van. Yeah, I'm so stoked. You can see her. She's old. She's an oldie, but I'm so excited for this journey I'm about to take with her. It's gonna be incredible. And then it was time to get to work. Now, I'm not going to go into incredible detail on what I did, but to start, I pretty much cleaned out the van and took out some of the things that the previous owner had done to it so I could really start from scratch. And let me preface this with saying that I knew absolutely nothing about vans, about carpentry, or about building out vans. So this was all new to me. There is a little bit of flooring in. The previous owner did insulate the sides a little bit and put some siding on this side. He did put a little bit of strapping on the roof, which is nice. It was a lot of work, and I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but I was so excited to be starting something that I dreamed of doing for so long now. After cleaning it out, getting some measurements, and really having a clean slate, it was time to actually start working on it. Nice Birks, dude.
Yeah, but
Those are mine.
no.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me as a kid.
When I was a kid. I enlisted the help of my little brother to keep morale high throughout it all, and he was an incredible help. The next couple days of work consisted of a lot of cutting, screwing, and unscrewing.
Good morning, C2B.
I only did that stretch because that's usually what I do when I yawn in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool to be kind. Yes, it is.
That's what my shirt says.
Yes.
See you later, maybe.
Morning, Papa.
Good morning.
That'd be really cool. And I know nothing about any of this, so my grandfather is graciously helping me today, so we'll see how this goes. Thankfully though, my grandfather was willing to help me as he's quite a bit more experienced in this stuff than I was. I even had another friend, Carly, who was more than eager to help, and again, much more skilled at this stuff than I was. Yeah, I mean, thank God for people that actually know how to do this and are willing to help me and take this lost puppy and kind of teach him, because yeah, I really know nothing, but yeah, it's been fun. So this part, I forgot to turn my mic on as I was recording, rookie mistake. But I was pretty much just talking about how wild it was to see it start coming together. I was so stoked about the ceiling, if you couldn't tell. The part that I like the most is putting more of that ceiling on it. Man, does it smell good. Also, I think you guys would all enjoy my professional looking footwear. You know, gotta protect yourself. So there were some funky angles in the van that made it a bit difficult to get the ceiling to look cohesive, but after a lot of trial and error and help and guidance from others, I actually think it came out pretty well. I've got a ceiling. And after about 5 days of working on the van, I had to pause and go out on another mini work trip for about a week and a half. I was disheartened to leave, but I knew that I had made some solid progress, and it gave me some time to step away and come back with some fresh eyes. So, back in the van, after like a week and a half of not working on it. Right now, I'm gonna work on putting up a wall to pretty much cover up these angles, because that's very difficult to kind of navigate with paneling going there and then having to deal with that. So, but what I didn't realize is that would be my last day working on the van. I got booked for another 2 cabins right after this, and then for about 5 or 6 more the following 3 weeks. And it was starting to look like my fall was going to be a whirlwind. I was a bit torn. On the one hand, I didn't want to give up my van that I had literally just got, but on the other hand, I didn't want it to just sit and collect dust for who knows how long. Plus, I thought maybe I could even turn a profit on this. So I made the decision to put it up on Facebook Marketplace for more than I bought it, just to see if there was any interest. And the offers flooded in. I sold it within 2 days, right before I left for a month. Well, it's my last day with her. I'm selling the van. Definitely did not expect that when I, bought it. Definitely did not think that I was going to be selling it within a month after I bought it, but I mean, that's, it's the way things go. I'm not upset by it. I'm a little bummed because it's a freaking sweet van, but everything happens as it should, so I'm not worried about it. So in the end, was I bummed that I didn't get to see this through? Definitely. But this fall was more than I could have hoped for. I did some work that I was seriously proud of, made some awesome connections, and really created a solid foundation for myself moving forward. I know van life will be in my future at some point. I mean, I've lived out of my car before, and I plan on doing it again for a bit this coming spring. Oops, spoilers. But anyways, moral of the story, learn to go with the flow of life. Don't get down on yourself if things don't go the way that you thought they were going to, since they rarely ever do. Enjoy the ride and keep on keeping on. Till next time.